Welcome to the Life Chat Podcast, seeking the truth with Derek Powell, navigating you through. Every Wednesday night, new topics ignite. Join the journey, let's take flight. Bringing insights that change our view. Derek's voice, clear and true. Tune in each week, discover new light. Life Chat Podcast, reach a new height.
Welcome, everybody to the Life Chat Podcast. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us in the conversation with our topic being gratitude. Actually, gratitude and recovery is tonight's topic. As stated, we have a special panel of guest contributors tonight, people that are important in my life, people that mean something to my recovery, people that speak to my recovery, whether they know it or not, on a daily basis, because we are family, we are alumni, we share struggles, we share hopes, but we also share information. With that being said, we have special guest contributor, Miss Michelleboulden-Hammond. We have special guest contributor, Miss Shirelle Campbell. And we're waiting for our other guest, special guest contributor, Mr. Ish. I have trouble saying his last name, so I'm just going to leave it at that. We'll see him when he comes on, Ish. But, yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about how gratitude plays a part in daily life. And it's not even just toward the recovering addict, but just in everyday life in general. I want to go into the definition of gratitude, which is the definition of gratitude is the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for, and to return kindness. I want to read that again because the second part is what really caught my attention. The first part again goes the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for, and to return kindness. And to me, basically, that just means that, like we say, giving back. Giving back, giving what is so freely given to us, giving what is so freely given to me. As far as information that's going to help another person gain another day in sobriety, in recovery, or just in a day of prosperity, a day of progression. So, can you? My guest here comes, Mr. Ish. Okay, I see. You have a lot of noise going on, Mr. Ish. You have a lot of noise going on. Okay, so you finally joined us, Ish. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the podcast episode, Ish. So we just read off the definition of gratitude. Where does gratitude play a part in the lives of guest contributors today? Starting with Ms. Shirelle Campbell.
Hello, everyone. Gratitude for me has been just grateful. My everyday life, we have challenges every day. Every day we get up, we have challenges. But my gratitude comes in with being able to give someone hope, especially my recovery family, and especially my recovery family. That's first and foremost. But God, because if I didn't never surrendered, I wouldn't be here today. I had to surrender to everything. Once I did that, I had so much gratitude of the program I went through, and also my family, church members, and y'all. That's why when you asked me to come on and do these podcasts, I gotta give back because it was free to me. Everyday life, I try to be kind. We have good days, we have bad days. Every day is not a good day for me. But I push through and I just remain, kind to people. Even though they're not kind to me, I remain kind to them because I know I've been through a lot and others been through a lot. So gratitude for me is being kind, treat people as you want to be treated, and be grateful and thankful for my higher power.
Okay. I mean, we don't have to select people. We can just jump on in because we're gonna make this a little bit fun. We only, we have a few minutes, so we're just gonna try to make it fun as well as being informative. So I just wanted to give a little bit about what gratitude means to me. And if anybody wants to jump in, just jump right in, because we don't want to just be on here and just and talk, like in a monotone. We're gonna have fun. We had fun in the rehab, so we're gonna have fun on here.
We
Uh,
did.
because we are all, regardless of we're all superstars. But there's only one real superstar, one real. But anyway, for me, gratitude is a big part of why I'm even here right now, because I feel like I honestly just want to give back. This is my way of giving back. Being on this platform is my way of giving back to the people that I dealt with, that I deal with on a regular basis in my sobriety. But my main way of giving back is to myself and to my family, the people that love me, just by not using, not by not getting high, by not running the streets, not drinking, and not going to prison every month. That's my way of giving back to my family. I'm grateful for the people that are in my life that didn't completely throw in the towel and give up on me. Because honestly, me personally, I don't have a problem with. I'm sorry to say, y'all don't have a problem with cutting people off. But I'm just happy that people didn't cut me off and leave it that way. People showed me tough love at the time when it was needed. But today I'm just grateful. I'm just happy. I'm proud of myself, and I'm grateful for what I have going on. I'm grateful for the people that are in my life that make this possible, including you three. Um, so anybody else want to chime in and talk about what gratitude means to them, and we can just go from there as a team.
So again, I thank you for
Hello,
sharing
Miss
this.
Michelle Boulden-Hammond. I'm just gonna put
um,
this out there too. I'm gonna put this out there. Can I please just put this out there?
Put
I
it
don't know
out
if people
there.
that remember when I was on your podcast, and I mentioned it before, that Miss Michelle was a counselor at Recovery Center I was at, which was Avenues Recovery Center in Cambridge. And Miss Michelle was one of the only people, honestly, when I first got there, one of the only people that made me smile on a regular basis. As much as I tried to hold it back and I tried to be a super duper uh, gremlin, she brought that smile out of me, and I appreciate you. I thank you for that. But go ahead, Miss Michelle.
so so I want to say, and you just don't know. I don't want to hold back the tears, because what I talk about is for gratefulness is that I want to say to all of you, and including myself, that there's a note to self. I always talked about the self-care and starting off your day with gratitude. But you know what? I'm grateful for the transparency that I have within me to help you guys. And not like right now, it's helping me to clearly see that even that all that I went through in past, that you guys and we all have survived 100% of the bad days.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful in that retrospect. And I'm, again, grateful to God for putting me in this place. And I was like, when I thought about it, it was like, you always had that listening ear. It's just something about you, and that's what everybody will say. Michelle is, you changing things for me to see that the transparency that I had at the work that I do, and that because you can't tell nobody's story, but all I can do is be transparent and grateful to how it's ended. And this right now is a beautiful thing to see you in your recovery, because again, I seen you when you was going through it, but you're here now, you're doing well, and that's what I'm grateful to see.
Oh,
Thank you,
I'm
thank you,
grateful
thank
for
you,
you
thank you.
too.
You almost, I
And don't forget
almost
your
shed a,
beautiful
I almost
voice.
shed a
Don't
tear
forget the beautiful voice that she shared with us.
when
Don't
she was
forget that. Had me crying
when
many days.
singing, the
Yes.
singing voice.
I love you for that, Michelle. I
I
really
love you
I
do.
too,
was,
Like, you
Sharon.
got me through a lot of days down there when I didn't even think that I was going to make it. Like, sometimes, you come in and you tore up, you tore down, you're not worthy, you don't feel worthy, you looking this way, you feeling this way. And I'm like, you tired and all all the other things that's going on with your health. Like, I had it really bad down there with my health. But when you came around, especially with the food, when you came around,
Talk about the food.
a home cooked meal, come here. Like, little things make me happy, not the extravagant, the little things. And you were one of the persons in there that really, like, I connected with. And and that being said, it's like you're wonderful, you're awesome.
Oh, so
You're really phenomenal because when you sing, it makes me cry. It makes me realize that hey, I'm worthy. You know, I can do it. I'm where in a place in my life now where I would thought I would never be. It was better before I even relapsed. I'm in a better position, to help others. And it's like when you look around and you see Dark doing this, you see Tracy, you see our other, family that came through the program that's stepping out, that's really doing great things. It's like that's giving somebody hope. We giving other people hope because when you come through them doors and you beat up and tore down, you don't have a clue what's next. You don't have a clue, but y'all avenues gave me that back. It's like I want to do this. I gotta get this together. I got to get back, not only get back, but to be better than I was before I relapsed. You know, and the reasons of the relapse because of the deaths of my son. Now, since I've been through avenues, I realize God don't make no mistakes. He ain't even gonna
right.
give you what you can handle. And me coming around, like I said, every day is not a good day for me. I miss my dad, I miss my son, my daughter, father. It's like, hey, but God, you don't question him. That's
Right.
why I lead more to him. And I'm like, I get up every day, I pray, and I thank God for all of y'all. Because without y'all, I wouldn't be here. Because we went through, we was a hole down in avenues. We was a hole. And
Even though
you
everybody
cared
didn't get
so
along.
much. Yeah, you cared so much about us. We would just sit and talk and talk. And you were just there. Like, you was part of us. Like, part, you will always have a place in my heart. I just need for you to know
Oh. No, Derek, you didn't tell me I had to bring tissues along, but
that.
you didn't tell me that. But
It's okay.
and
Just do what I do. Just
just like, but that's what your purpose. That's when you know that you're purposeful, and that's another thing with gratitude. When you know that you're purposeful, um, I met people where they're at. I just because I was a counselor, it didn't mean that I was above you guys. I got
Right.
right down there with you.
You did.
As you talk about the stories, when we talk about some biblical stories, I'll talk about the Mary and Martha when Jesus came to the house, right? And one of the sister was like, why is she not here doing what she need to do? And he told the other sister, he told her, well, she's here at the best part. She's here sitting at the feet. So that's like the humbleness, because I've been where you guys have been. So I had to let you guys sit at the feet to see how you could be where I'm at today. And look at you guys. Look at you guys doing wonderful.
Yes.
it's all about trying. It's all about just trying something different and trying something new, but also staying in contact, staying connected with
Mm-hmm.
what got us here. I know for me, that was part of my issue in my previous relapses and return to street life. I stopped being connected with the people that um, got me where I was. I stopped being connected to the source of my personal freedom, uh, including my spirituality.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think I explained before. I'm not really a religious person. I'm more of a spiritual person. But I really don't want to get involved in all that right now. But
Right.
yeah, it's just I just the connection is kind of it's still kind of strange how I went to these dealing with these different areas of my life and different people in my life, but honestly I really believe that there is something special about the whole avenues um setup. because I like it was a totally different feeling in there, especially with the group that was there when I came through that at that time. It was like people I never met in my life are now like more of a friend to me than friends that I had. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry for the people that that will be watching that are my friends, but they've been more friends to me than people that I know for years. Um, Tracy is like my honestly like a sister to me. Shirelle now is like my big sister, older sister. But
Don't tell my age.
no. Oh, and I forgot to mention that we are missing. You see, Ish left screen. Shirelle wasn't able to be on tonight because her mother is really sick.
Tracy.
So
Tracy.
I mean, sorry about that. I'm sorry. I was just stuck. Tracy. I'm sorry. Tracy Takara was unable to be on the screen because her mother's sick, so she wasn't able to join us. But Tracy is like we stay in contact all the time. And, every couple of days we hit each other on the phone or message or something or support each other's um, uh, ventures. With her clothing brand and her books and stuff like that. And there's some of the guys I stay in contact with. When they stay in contact, we reach out to each other, and that's the whole going back to the gratitude part. Just being grateful for where we're at now, and still being in a position to help each other, whether it's just a word.
Right.
But yeah, I just want to get that out so I can get my other wipe in so I can wipe my eye again.
Okay.
No.
Let me give you some tissue.
Thank you. Thank you. I did a virtual tissue. I did have a question.
Yeah, virtual tissue. Like virtual hearts, I'm giving to y'all. Catch them.
Well, throw it. I did have a question for Miss Michelle though, and then just going to get back into it for a few more minutes. But Miss Michelle, have you when in your role, how does the gratitude part? How do you? I believe I know how you display it, but for other people, how do you display your gratitude in your role? What's your method?
So in my method it's all about, I'm getting ready to say this, it's all about the energy. So just like when I would walk in, I would, like you shared, you was a hard knot, Derek. You didn't want to give it up. So I keep praying and praying and praying. One of the things about gratitude, you don't give up no matter what the circumstance. I mean, a lot of people are court ordered that I have to see. Some of them come on their own. And then, you got to go through the scape. I'm grateful that I also can discern whether you bluffing me or, whatever. I look at those signs. But the whole thing is, it's the therapeutic setting that I have. In the therapeutic setting that I have, the room makes a difference. The vibes make a difference. A lot of people don't know. Every day when I hit that room, I'm always praying that I'll be able to give what I need to give out for that person to make a change. But when they come to the room, it's always a rug that say, please check your energy before you enter this room. Because once you leave out of that room, it's not going to be the same. Either you're going to change or you're not going to change, but it's not going to stay there. But you will get that lesson. They say you give, God's the one that gives an increase, right? Mm-hmm. I can plant the seed. Now it's up to you to get some water to nourish it. And then God gets the increase.
All right. Okay. Shirelle? We all have a method. I remember when we were down in Cambridge. I don't know if you remember this, but they used to call you were the mother hen of the women's wing.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but the more we think about it, it's a compliment, actually.
Yeah, because they were young. Yeah. They were young, and I had been there and been through that. And of course, y'all remember the girl that left that is unfortunately not here. She was being bullied, and I looked at her like that could have been my grandchild. So we're not doing that. Everybody's away from home. Everybody's feeling crappy. Everybody here supposedly for the same reason. But then you got to look at it like you here for you. You got to focus on yourself. Me, I'm going to focus on myself. But when I see somebody struggling and I feel like all they need is a little bit of love, a hug, or talking to, I'm going to do that because everybody did it for me. And I'm just that type of person, and I'm still trying to learn to fall back sometimes because I'm always want to jump in and be superwoman to everybody. And you can't be. So now I'm learning. I said this year I'm learning to fall back. You got to fall back because I'm at the time in my life where I need peace. But that doesn't mean I'm giving up on anyone. If I'm attached to you, I'm going to care, but I still have to fall back just a little, because no one's going to take my peace because I already know what happened when my peace was broken. So I had to protect my sobriety, my spirituality, my mind, my soul. I had to protect all of that. So if that means the people I don't hang out. I hang with my family because they're going to respect my sobriety. I see my old friends here and there. I don't think I'm better. I just want better.
One better, yeah.
Yeah, I just want better. I don't look at you and say, "Oh, you still drink." I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that. That's not my place. That's how you enjoy to have. That's what you do. Now I still go out and two step, but I don't have that drink in my hand because when I surrender to everything. I had to because one thing leads to the next for me. Because
That's
I don't even look at myself as being as Dr. E, addict. I'm a member of Narcotics Anonymous, a
you,
proud
you,
member.
you have
I'm
to
a
use your
proud member.
higher brain.
I use my higher
Yeah.
brain these days.
Use your higher brain.
I use my higher brain. I'm not living down there no more. I'm up here. So I'm learning to like fall back, but I'm still that caring person. Um, yeah, the girls on the ward, some of them, but you got to let them be where some of them was there for different reasons. So the ones that needed that motherly touch, like I said, they were young. They didn't have that mom. I'm somebody's mom. I'm somebody's grandma. We all fall down, but we get up. The point is, what you gonna do when you get up? Which way you gonna go? That way didn't work. So you got to change what people, places, and things. You got to set goals. You got to set visions. You just know my main thing right now is just don't pick up. That's
That's where I'm at.
that's it.
Yes,
That's it for me. That's my main line. I'm not picking up. You can throw anything at me. You can throw death. You can do all that. As long as I say I ain't picking up, I'm good. Because it's going to pass. Before coming there, it wasn't nothing passing for me because I was angry at God. I was angry at the person that did what they did. I was angry at cancer that took my father. It was just a lot of things that I wasn't understanding. I'm like, why me? Why not? See, those are things that I've learned when I was down there having sessions. I listen, I take heed, I take what I can use, and what I can't use, I give it away. So that's what I'm doing for me. And I try to still help people on the streets. I give them numbers, phone calls. I sent a couple family members down there since I've been going. Hey, I do what I can do. I do the best that I can do. But I just got to
we
learn to
froze.
fall back because it's my time. It's my season. It's my season. So I just don't want to get overwhelmed because I know what overwhelm is going to do. I use my coping skills. Sometimes I can get caught up, but then I had to think, sit it down, sit still in that moment, and it'll pass. And that's how I live every day.
You mentioned something earlier. You mentioned about basically want to help other people, but just that we said to be careful how we help other people, when we help other people, or even the people that we choose to help, because we don't want to jeopardize ourselves and what we're trying to achieve as far as maintaining our recovery. Because it's easy,
That
it's super duper easy to
right.
get caught up.
That part. That
That
Go ahead.
part.
part too. But also, Shalyn, you know this. Being a child of God, if you see fit, you're gonna try. But you can't keep pushing. You gotta put it out there. Once you put it out there, you put it out there. As long as you put it in the atmosphere, that's it. It's up to them whether or not they're gonna accept your energy your kindness, or anything. But at least I know, hey, I made an effort to try to help this person. That makes me feel good just to even say, hey, I went to this program. It worked for me. I'm still standing. February the 8th, I'll have 2 years again. Like, this right here keeps me going. This keeps me going. Like, it's not going to stop me because I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. The sky's the limit. At first, the ground was down there. I don't even look down there no more. I look up.
Heights. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Nothing's going to stop me. And I just know that I can't go back, and I'm not going back. And I can't let nobody take that away from me anymore. Relationships, family, anybody. My life is my life, and I manage my life accordingly.
That's right.
Congratulations on your time and your clean time too,
Yes,
Shirelle.
congratulations.
Thank
This,
you.
that's a lot. That's a lot of. It's a lot of time. You know, they say one day is a lot of time. You know, so as we
A
accumulate
second.
more than that one day, as we
Yeah, a
accumulate that more than
second.
that one day, it's a struggle. But it gets easier though, especially when you ground it, when you stay connected.
It do
I
get
meant
easier, but some people get comfortable and then you forget. You can't forget. See, I had almost 20 years in. I got comfortable. So I know what it is to have that, long clean time. I had that until, I stepped out of spirituality. I started hanging out. I started doing drinking. Wasn't picking up the hard stuff, but drinking is a drug, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I just took a different route this time. I don't care what it is. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just
All right,
not
come
going
on,
to do
then
it. But
I'm about to put something up on this screen, and I just want you to elaborate on this a little bit. This is going back to Miss Michelle. I want you to elaborate on this a little bit, Miss Michelle, and let people know what's going on here. You ready? Here we go. So, Miss Michelle Boulden-Hammond, up front, Mind, Body, and Soul podcast. For those that don't know, Miss Michelle hosts her podcast. Can you give us a little more information about your podcast, Miss Michelle? The podcast that I was privileged enough to be a guest on recently. But go ahead.
wow.
So yes. Well, Shirelle, I don't know. Since the last time I met you, I actually got my PhD.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So my upfront mind, body, and soul, I've actually had this now maybe like for 5 years now. So it is a podcast. Everything that comes on is about inspiration. Everything is come on. It's when I say it's the three part of the body, the mind, the body, and the soul. So I try to bring in different guests who fluctuate that, give out, I have people who are from all different walks of life. And it's just to bring out that inspiration. Because what they call me is a guru of inspiration. That's the tagline for the show. And yes, Derek did come back on, and he came on the show. And I'm not gonna he's gonna be back. I'm just waiting to set this thing up. He's gonna be back. And Shirelle, I can see you doing something too. I try to get people to come on, but I see some more in you. We can talk afterwards.
Okay.
Because with me, it's passion about the women. Now, everybody keeps saying, Michelle, you never do nothing with the men. I can help you facilitate it, but I'm not the one. That's not really my theory. I mean,
Right.
You're just gonna talk about us while I'm on here. I am, just gonna talk about the men.
But it's a good thing. But it's some things in the work for you, though. I done navigated. I just gotta get on it and get it done. So though that's what we're trying to do. I like to push people into their purpose. Put it that way. Push people into their purpose, because, like I say, sitting here today with two people that has that looks at, I reflect back to say that it helped them. That's what my soul does good. That's how my soul does it. Because, being that guru of inspiration. Because so many people don't have that. And every week I leave the show when my mantra for the show is, because so many people feel like they're not loved. I always say every week, if you feel that you're not loved, just know that you're loved here at Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul. That's how it is. Yes, and it's Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m.
You read my mind. I was going to ask you when your episodes broadcast. So every Tuesday night 7.
Can you send me the link?
Every Tuesday night 7 p.m. Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul. Miss Michelle Boulden-Hammond. Okay.
Yes, YouTube, Facebook Live. Yes.
Okay.
You're just all over the place. What's next?
Yes, she is.
What's next? Miss PhD.
It's nothing else next. Only is to multiply, continue on writing. Because Shirelle, as I was saying, I think there's a book in you, Derek. I don't know. We done talked about something.
Oh yeah.
Beforehand.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of
that,
my book is done. It's been done. It's being typed up as we speak. The woman is typing up. So I will be contacting you about some other things too, Miss Michelle. I need to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
But okay, so that is gonna end our episode for tonight. It went quick. It went quick. I just hope somebody got something out of what we shared, and just understand that it's a daily struggle. But gratitude is a huge part of our recovery process. And thank y'all for being on the episode tonight. And
thank you for having us.
We just want to end by saying, honestly, I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you. And I see y'all when you're posting what you post. I might not comment on everything, but I see when you post what you post. And I'm still waiting to see this 2-step that you talked about, Shirelle. I saw somebody else with their 2-step. They were dancing. But that's what I want
me
to
with
say.
2-step. I'm gonna have to teach her a few things from down here. I need to come down here.
I don't even have no rhythm. So don't even worry about that.
You got rhythm. You just gotta bring it out, right? You just got.
You got it. You got the rhythm. You got the rhythm.
You don't listen to the words. You listen to the music.
That's it.
That's it.
Not these days. All right, that's it. We're gonna wrap this up. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for joining the Life Chat podcast for tonight. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Be safe. Be blessed.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Welcome to the Life Chat podcast, seeking the truth with Derek Powell, navigating you through. Every Wednesday night, new topics ignite. Join the journey, let's take flight. Bringing insights that change our view. Derek's voice, clear and true. Tune in each week, discover new light. Life Chat podcast, reach a new height.